Hey guys, Luke here and welcome back to Season 2, Episode 6 of Win 1 Take 1. Now, in terms of team lineups, this is the strongest one we've had by far, and that's just due to the one addition in particular. It's Jonathan Thurston, as you can see there. He's our captain for the time being, and I'm absolutely rapt to have Jonathan Thurston. Probably going to be the next immortal, maybe not the next immortal, but he probably will be in an immortal at some point. Yeah, I'm just absolutely rapt ever since his Bulldogs days. Absolutely love JT. And such a shame he wasn't at the Bulldogs anymore. But yeah, hopefully he can come and do the job for us. I know his stats aren't exactly the best in the game or anything by any means on this, which is a little bit strange. But whatever, we'll get on with it. Taking on the Newcastle Knights. They are a pretty strong side overall on this game. Like people like Kirk Eadley are just insane on this game. Yawate's got a lot of speed, as you saw just then, just up the wing. But yeah, hopefully we can do the job with them. They are a bit of a bogey side for me, much like the Raiders. But yeah, Jiraiya, he's going to get us off to a good start here. McManus running it back, and his ball's already stripped off, so 12 minutes in, and it's looking pretty okay for us. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the try before this, but we're going to throw up a bomb here. Yawate's going to catch it, and we got very, very lucky here. I think it was Dugan was sort of slacking back there, and he was there to make the tackle. Now, nice little play here. Yeah, and Wesley Guama linking up there, and a little bit of a shame we don't have someone better than Wesley Guama in the centre. Is probably our weak spot here. But Nate Miles just go straight through the middle there, just doing a bit of ball playing with the forwards. So we have a 3-2 here, which we aren't going to utilise that well. But we made a few metres here. Now to go straight back through the middle. Thurston puts up a bomb. Tarek Sims, can he get under it? He catches it. Fui's there. Should Fui had just went and crashed over? Possibly, but we end up getting the ball back because the ball was touched by a Knights player, and Tarek Sims comes up with a huge hit there on the offense, so that's pretty nice there. I'm sure the Knights player would have been feeling it for a long while. At 32 minutes in, Andrew Mahalik goes to the right, passes back to Peter Wallace, gets one-on-one with Willie Mason, and there's a try, but we're going to check the video ref first, but we'll see from the replay, and the only replay that's needed. And there's the try, there's the put down. This no hint of a loose carry or not making a line or anything. It's just blatant as. I'm not even sure why the referee will look at that. I suppose the game's quite realistic in the sense that the referees just look for absolutely anything. They're probably looking for an obstruction or something there at some point, but obviously not. Now Jonathan Thurston just slots the conversion straight over the black dot as you would expect from that distance. And I will have to say, Jonathan Thurston's his kicking or goal kicking stats aren't that great. I mean, they're not even anywhere near being the best, I don't think. It's in the 70s. Now that's a little bit strange for someone like Jonathan Thurston, as nicest going to score. I need to explain what actually happened there. So, as you saw before, I took it to the line, threw a pass. It went to the wrong person, I believe. It turned out to be like a cutout pass. So it went to the winger, and Yawate was standing right there, which you would think, oh, intercept, right? No, it's just one of those things where the game doesn't intercept when it should, and it does intercept when it shouldn't. But because I was expecting intercept, I started spamming the tackle button, which resulted in the chip kick, which resulted in them getting the ball, the offload, and the try. But yeah, nothing we can do about that now. Just got to move on with that. And, we haven't started too well in the second half. Thankfully, Josh Dugan, I don't know who the second person coming in was, but a really nice tackle there. And Jeremy Smith, as you can see, he couldn't believe that he couldn't score that. But a nice little offload there, or a little inside pass. Not sure who it was, maybe Gidley or someone. But yeah, just got him on his back. We did enough. I think Nate Miles, someone possibly. Luke Douglas, I don't know. But then we followed up with Michael Wayman just coming up with a big high tackle. Thankfully, straight from that, Kirk Gidley throws a forward pass to Dane Gagai, and you see here, quite upset with himself there. Now Thurston takes it to the line a little bit. We're just going to be drawing a pass in here until we find Josh Dugan in a gap. Got Nguama in support. Can't get anything else of it, and we nearly throw an intercept. Well, we do throw an intercept, but we nearly throw a runaway. That would have been quite disappointing. I don't particularly think Knights have been that good. I've just been bad. As you see, another bit of luck there for the Knights as Dugan touches the ball when it was out. Now, I'm not sure what the official rule is, but was it far enough out to say that it was our ball? Who knows? Now, Gagai on the receiving end of a nice little offload there. Thankfully, Dugan comes up with a big tackle and they don't get an offload away. But they're going to follow it up with an inside ball there to James McManus. I think it was Darius Boyd, or was it Kirk Gidley? It was one of the two. Just, oh, that was amazing, to be totally honest with you. It's just one of those ones where after a nice break, I was kind of like, oh, we just got to make this tackle and we're good. And unfortunately, we couldn't make that tackle, and they end up scoring the try. Kirk Gidley kicks another goal. He's a great kicker in this game, Kirk Gidley. Better than Thurston, in fact. Now, we went for the short kickoff here. Jiraiya straight up the wing. There's nobody in sight, and he's going to score straight from the kickoff. Leave in the comments, how much has that happened to you? I've had maybe like twice before this, where we've put up the short kickoff and we've caught it and had to pass it to someone else, but I've never actually had a direct run to the line, so pretty happy about that, I have to say. And Thurston kicks the pressure kick to lock us all up with 2 minutes to go. Well, there was like 4 minutes to go then, but 2 minutes at this stage. Now Thurston passes way too early, but Jiraiya is going to have enough to get to the line, and that is the match winner right there. 16-12, kick to come. You'd think it'd be the match winner anyways. You can see Manu Vadavai coming over to congratulate Giral, and you know, what a time to score. Jiraiya coming up with the goods 2 times in a row. I think he scored the last one. And Thurston slots the goal, so a little bit secure here, and as you can see, given a bit of a high five there. I believe they actually did go for a short kickoff, but it wasn't even worth showing because it was so bad, and I didn't pass the ball or anything, so whatever. Anyways, that's where the game ends, 18-12. So let's have a look at the players that we're going to be receiving. So number 16, number 6, and number 7. So we get 2 halves players, not too shabby. Robbie Rocco, in real life, would be happy with him, but on the game, he's just another sort of stock standard forward. Nothing really great about him, so you probably won't be using him. Jared Mullen, though, I would love to. I'm going to use him in the halves. I think he's very good. I love his kicking game. The Peter Wallace is good, but we can shift Thurston to halfback, Mullen at 5'8". And then Kurt Gidley, the last one. Now, he's a really good player on this game. Where he can play, I'm not really sure. I mean, if I didn't get Mullen, I'd probably throw in Gidley at halfback or 5'8". But because we've got Mullen, probably just going to try and slot him in, maybe in the centres, because Wes Nagwama is he's probably a weakness in the side. I mean, he's not a weakness in the sense that he's bad, but just compared to the rest of the side. Yeah, so Kurt Gidley's going to slot in that centre position. He has played there before, not in a long time. Remains to be seen how he actually goes there. As you can see, there's our lineup. His fending and strength and that sort of stuff isn't that great, but he's got a fair bit of speed. He can put in some grubbers. He can offload and that sort of stuff. And you might have heard me mention that he's a better goal kicker than Thurston. While that's true, I just can't have Gidley goal kicking. Thurston needs to be the man for me. Anyways, we're taking on my personal favourite team in real life, the Bulldogs, and I'm really looking forward to this game due to the fact that there's so many players that I'd want to have in the side. Tim Laffey, probably not one of them, but comes up with an intercept there. It's just terrible play by me, absolutely terrible. Thankfully, we covered up rather well here. James Graham takes it to the line, gets an offload away, Barber jumps on it, and I just spam the shit out of the tackle button, and fortunately enough, Mullen actually grabs him. Every time that happens to me, it never works out at the end. Unfortunately, though, Frank Pritchard's going to end up on the receiving end of this kick, as you saw there. Chrissy Keating just pops it up, and I'm not sure why Keating was in the side, but by default, he was there over Josh Reynolds for some reason. And Frank Pritchard, as he did a few weeks ago against the Eels, just catches a nice little bomb, and Hodkinson kicks the goal. Hodkinson, probably one of the better kickers in the game. I think he's in the 90s somewhere. So, yeah, I mean, he's a pretty good kicker in real life, I suppose. Now, Josh Dugan nearly doesn't quite split the defence, but he palms off one. And it just shows Josh Dugan, he's playing quite well. Now, they nearly had an intercept there, but sort of worked out for us there. Dugan just takes a tackle. I didn't want to risk the pass to Gidley in case of an intercept, but that's the reason why, because I realised we're going to have numbers down the short side there. And we did. We got the 2-on-1. That's all we needed. And big Marty Vadavai crosses in the corner. 6-4. Can it be 6-all? Sure it can. 6-all it is. And we're right back in the game. Bulldogs, though. Bulldogs are a great team on this in terms of they've got a really big forward pack. Like Tony Williams and Frank Pritchard are 2 perfect forwards for this sort of game. And then, you know, Graham Casiano is another good one for this game. Eastwood's great in this game. They just got a lot of good players who are, you know, they are good in real life, of course, but they've got a lot of good players who are great in this game. Josh Morris, one of them. This is a try right here. Oh my god, you can not understand how annoyed I was. I mean, it wasn't the greatest bomb, but I just hate how everyone just sort of stands around. Very frustrating, because had Morris went up for that ball, he's not going to have an open line as soon as he catches it. There would have been players all surrounding him waiting for the ball to come down, or a tap back or something like that. So hopefully they fix it up for live 3. Anyways, Hodkinson kicks the goal, and he extends the lead to 6 points once again. At this stage, I thought we need to go for the short kickoffs desperately. Now Jiraiya gets the ball. James Graham up against Jiraiya, bit of a no contest there. Now this is straight after the catch was just a bit of a slow belay the ball, that's all. Now McCullough, he is tackled. I thought McCullough was going to go straight through there for a second, or at least get a pass off, but I just couldn't get it out in time. And we take it back to the middle here. Moi palms off one. If we just held the ball just a touch longer, Tariq Sims is through there, and instead we force another offload, and you know that could be our last chance, but it's not. It could have been, but it's not. Sam Perry gets thrown over touch, and we have another chance here. Josh Dugan gets it to Trent Merrin. Elijah Taylor under the post. Ben Barber in no man's land there for the fullback. Good stuff there by big Elijah Taylor. Very happy about that. So right under the post with 7 minutes to go, well 6 minutes to go I should say. And Thurston's going to kick the goal, no worries. So this is going to be another tight game, much like the Knights. Can we do the same as what we did against the Knights? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. There's going to be a break here, and we actually win a penalty. This is quite good for us. Got the win behind us. Jared Mullins got a pretty good boot in him. I thought, let's go for some distance. Didn't quite get it all the way up, but it should be good, right? Wrong. Taken by Greg Eastwood. We come flying through with Vadavai. We miss. Jared Mullins comes across with a high tackle. And this is such a cruel way to end the game if this is how it's going to end. Hawkinson from 30 out on the sideline just slots it straight over the black dot. So realistic. So realistic. Yeah, now we've got less than a minute to get the ball back. Now, I initially thought when the full-time thing came on, everything just went weird, and I thought that I must have stepped out, but I didn't. But it kind of put me off enough to sort of, I don't know, yeah, just put me off. So there was no repeat of the Knights game, and we've suffered our first loss. And it really sucks. So I was hoping we'd get Frank Pritchard or Josh Morris. Instead, we're going to be losing a player. I just hope it's not Thurston after one game with him. So let's have a look. It is number 9 and number 15. So those players are Andrew McCullough is one of them. And that's quite disappointing. He's been pretty good for us. We do have some replacements in Kingston and Mitch Rain and that, but obviously it's going to be hard to replace. Or we could put Kurt Gidley in a hooker, which we probably will end up doing. Joseph Paulo as the other. Anyways, that's where the video is going to end. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you can leave a like, it'd be very much appreciated. If you can subscribe to my channel, also very much appreciated. Leave a like, 20 is what we're going for. Leave comments, follow me on Twitter at Mr. Luke and YT, like my Facebook page in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.